to me. The best way to start the process of purchasing a property in Tucson with me is to book a call with the Calendly link below. It'll take you to my calendar. Book a call, and after we've met, I'll start the group chat. If you want to purchase a new construction right now, which are so hot compared to resale homes because of the incentives that you will hear in this episode, that is the best way. I'll start the group chat, you, me, Crystal, and we'll get the ball rolling. If there are any other questions that I didn't ask, please drop it in the comments below. I'll be looking at this, Crystal will be looking at this, and we will get your questions answered. Hope you enjoy. New builds are the way to go right now. And this video is going to cover exactly what Meritage offers. And I've gathered the most important questions and the most common questions that I've gotten from you guys. And we're just going to go question by question to answer all of your questions. With that said, Crystal, welcome. Thank you so much for jumping on and being able to share your time with us and share what Meritage offers. Can you first start off with telling us which part of Tucson do you work?
Absolutely. So hi, everybody. I'm Crystal with Meritage Homes. I can sell any Meritage home throughout Tucson, Arizona. I do specialize in the Northwest area. So that specifically is Marana, Arizona, and then Oro Valley, Arizona. The Northwest part is what we call it. Yep.
Do you work Sahuarita as well?
Yes.
Okay. And so then Vail as well too.
Vail as well. Yep. All throughout greater Tucson area. Yeah, we're expanding more and more.
Let's talk about the popular areas that you're expanding to. What is new? Where is Meritage spreading?
So right now we've got a new community called Summerstone, located at Twin Peaks and Coach Line, only 5 minutes from I-10, which people love the access to I-10 for work purposes if they've got to go to Phoenix on a regular basis or even Casa Grande. And then we are opening a new community with sales starting in August, hopefully, if everything goes on track, called Mandarina. It's a brand new master plan community called Mandarina, which is located east of I-10, north of Tangerine Road. So again, you're on I-10 in less than 5 minutes from that location. It is a master plan community, all kinds of parks and trails throughout, and we are the first builder in there to start building. Other builders will come on board.
Wow. How many homes are going to be there, you think?
Probably thousands of homes. We own quite a bit of lots, and we will be building 8 floor plans total, 4 single and 4 two-story homes.
Wow.
Yeah.
How big compared to Gladden Farms?
Not quite as big as Gladden Farms, because that is a huge master plan community with schools in itself, and the commercial, it's not going to be that big. But it's going to be so nice, close to Gladden Farms. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, that's such a growing area. And like you said, being close to I-10 is everything. I lived in 8 different parts of Tucson. And when I used to live in Tanque, Verde, it would take me like an hour just to get to the highway. I'm like, we're not even there yet. Are we there?
Right. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's awesome. So let's talk about the floor plans and the price points. So you mentioned the Summerstone. Let's start there.
Yep. So Summerstone is a unique community because it's only single story floor plans that we build, a total of 4 that are available, ranging from 1327 square feet up to 1787 square feet, 3 and 4 bedroom options. And they're all split floor plans, meaning the primary is in the back. And Summerstone's unique because it's basically 2 streets for the community, and that's it. A total of 150 homes. Halfway through the neighborhood is a park that's already installed. A dog park is there as well. And there is no back-to-back homes left in Summerstone. So you're either facing the west or the east. So you've got mountain views either way, but what's unique is you're not sharing a common wall with your neighbor behind you.
Wow. That's nice.
So that's a good advantage to have.
Can we go over, what did you say the base price was?
So we really don't do base pricing anymore. Meritage has gone to a new strategy. So we only spec build our homes. We don't do any dirt lot sales. Everything that I list on my inventory is at a cabinet complete stage. Our goal is to have a 30 to 60 day closing. We even have a closing ready guarantee for our buyers within 60 days, as long as the buyers adhere to their loan side and keep that loan moving forward so we can close. But back to our process, don't list anything till it's at cabinet complete. The goal for that is the buyers will know their total purchase price at time of contract. There is no questioning about going to a design center and not knowing what they're going to spend. So buyers are going to know their total purchase price at time of contract. They're going to know their payment amount If they are getting a loan, we do have an in-house lender where we're offering some amazing rate lock incentives. And they're going to know the estimated day that they're going to get the keys from me. Again, that's estimated. They'll know their official closing date probably a week after they sign the contract. So we've taken a lot of unknowns and out of that process for the buyer. So it's more of that guaranteed timing for them. Every home includes a design package. Every home includes a lighting package. Every home includes fridge, washer, dryer, and blinds. Blinds are installed on all the windows except at the sliding glass door. So we load them up again. So it's that simple process for the buyers. All they need to do is go through their loan process if they are getting a loan and then record and get their keys. It's ready to move in, essentially.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that seems super smooth then.
Yep. Very streamlined.
Is there anything that costs extra, or this is the price and this is how it comes?
This is the price and this is how it comes. Yep. Nice. So again, we spec out every home. They're all a nice variety of homes. And within that floor plan, they're going to be different elevations. The elevations meaning how it looks on the outside, and different design packages on the inside. So you do have that variety of pricing due to the design and the elevation and the lot pricing too.
Wow, cool. Okay. You mentioned incentives and working with the lender. Incentives change. We're going to talk about it today, but if you're watching this later, it's changed. So what are today's incentives?
Sure. So today I can, for a completed home, offer a 499 rate lock with a 2-1 buy down. So that's huge. That means with that 2-1 buy down, their rate drops 2% year one. So they would have a 299 rate for the year one. And then it goes up 1% to 399 year two. And then at year three, it's 499. And that is a fix that's based on a 30-year loan, conventional FHA or VA. Plus Meritage will pay for 1% of the loan amount towards closing costs. This is all with my in-house lender, MTH Mortgage, that we're affiliated with.
Do you offer the same if buyers wanted to use their own lender? Are the incentives the same?
No. So if they go with an outside lender, which buyers are welcome to use an outside lender, I cannot offer any of those incentives.
Okay. Not the 4.99, not the
correct.
1%. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Well, typically I would ask this question is how long it takes to build, because sometimes I've gotten some questions from buyers saying I want to jump from the start, hoping, if they could buy the dirt lot that the houses will appreciate, or sometimes the opposite happens. But overall, what's the timeline from when you guys are listing properties to an expected closing date?
I would say maximum 60, on average 45 days.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of my buyers are military, so most likely would mean if their report no later than date is, say, the middle of September, then probably 2 months before that, maybe closing on the house, or I guess you could close on the house a month before. A lot of different opinions. Some of my clients want to close early, knowing that when they close on a house in August, they always get to skip the next month because the first payment starts the month after that. So they have that 1 month where there is no layover. But some of my clients prefer to wait, bring their families to Tucson, and then scope out the neighborhood. Do they like it? Everyone's different, but typically my clients tend to like purchasing with at least 2 months of overlap. So that way, so that's like perfect timing. Okay.
Yeah, it's very doable for sure.
Yeah. And you and I, we're working together now on a client. We've worked together. So what is the process like from the new build side? For, I guess, if clients don't know, reach out to me if you're looking to look at any Meritage homes. What I will do is I'll start a group chat with Crystal, and the 3 of us or the 4 of us, if you have a spouse, will be in the group chat. We'll get you in these homes. But on your side, so the clients are aware of like what happens on like behind the scenes on the agent side, what does it look like from your side with working with real estate agents?
We love working with agents, and we welcome them, and we're here to help them. And obviously their buyers get the home that they're looking for. We've made it very easy for the agents to go and show even before or after hours. I can be available, but we have made keys accessible for the agents to go and show, given your clients' your schedule as well. If they need to go and look at a house at 7 a.m., we get you access to do that for all agents. And I usually am available off hours as well.
And I can attest to that. So thank you so much. It's been so
Yeah.
smooth working with you. I love working
Yes.
with you.
Thank you. Yeah. You as well. And it's, again, we've gone to that new strategy where it's just very streamlined, simple process. We've got our ducks in a row, yes. And with selling a home when it's basically complete or almost, is just that much more simplified process.
I like that. Let's talk about appraisals. Some of my clients have questions about when does the appraiser go out there? What happens if the appraisal comes in high or low? What kind of like deviance have you seen with new builds recently?
So the norm is that the appraisal comes in at value. And I think that's good to point out, because some buyers think, oh my goodness, it came in at value. Why isn't it a lot more? But I think that's just what appraisers typically do on new builds. It's going to come in at value. If it comes in at high, which I had one come in at probably 12 higher, I thought that was amazing. I have had very few come in at a low appraisal in my last 7 years with Meritage. And it was probably within a couple $1,000s of the sales price. And each case is different how Meritage goes about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw a low appraisal?
Oh gosh. I'd say it's been a couple years.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Otherwise I was gonna ask more, but that's just not the market that we're in right now.
Yeah. Especially in Tucson.
Yeah. And especially for new builds.
I don't know if you want to produce this, but I really do pay attention to appraisal and values. I want to keep my values at my sites. And I know it's realistic, like, okay, this house, it's not going to appraise. So what can we do to make sure we don't have that issue? I really try and avoid appraisal issues.
Yeah. In all of the times that I have helped buyers purchase new construction, I've never seen it come in low. Oh, as far as appraisers, that's what I was going to bring up previously. In the state of Arizona, appraisers have access to the contract. So whether they're buying new construction or resale homes, appraisers get to see the contract. So don't be surprised if the appraiser comes in to the dollar of what we negotiated. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Typically, also I would ask about like the layouts and if they can make any changes. In this case, the answer is no. Talk a little bit more about the different layouts again, about Summerstone and any others.
Sure. Our layouts, I would say all 100% of our layouts, floor plans right now are a split floor plan. So if it's a single story, you're going to have the primary in the back and the rest of the bedrooms in the front of the house, which most people like. If I have a 2-story floor plan, I have a mix of the masters, the primary is downstairs, and then the rest of the bedrooms are upstairs with a big loft. All my 2-story floor plans right now have the laundry room upstairs, which people love. In all my communities right now that I'm building on paper, getting ready for permitting and construction, I extend the tile throughout the house on the lower level if it's a 2-story. And if single story, I will extend the tile throughout the house. Carpet is only in the bedrooms. I can't get rid of carpet completely, but most people want the tile option, so I do that as well. We add in a little extras if I have very minimal structural options to do when I'm building the homes, but I do add in what 99% of the people want.
When I moved to Tucson 2018, I was so surprised that Tucson loves their carpets. They love their carpet. And not the new builds now, but the 2006 builds, those carpet colors are the same colors as scorpions.
Yeah.
It is so scary. It is so scary. I've had some clients feel like, I want to buy a new build, but I don't want carpet. So I was like, you're going to get carpet.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. At least we have the tile extension option.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's super helpful. Yeah. Our single story floor plans, they have a 9-foot ceiling, which is nice. It makes the house just feel that much more open and larger. And then on the 2-story options, you're going to have the 9-foot ceiling on the lower level, 8-foot ceilings upstairs on the second level.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Let's talk about backyards, fencing, landscape.
Sure.
What can they expect?
Front yard landscaping is included with a drip system, and the front yard landscaping is drought tolerant. So it's desert friendly, which is nice, low maintenance. Backyards will be dirt. We do a final grade and clean, but they will be dirt lots dirt backyards. And all our homes have a block wall that is installed. So your backyard is fully enclosed for the buyers.
Yeah. So
with
good for
a
pets.
gate entrance. Yeah. One side has a gate entrance.
Okay. How tall is the wall?
They average, and I go by courses. So typically it's 8 courses high. So it really depends on the land and the community where you're at. They can average anywhere from 5 to 6 feet tall.
Nice. And then with the Somerset, is each one a 2-car garage?
All 2-car garages, yes, at Summerstone. In our 2-car garages, we have a dedicated outlet that is included. Our garages are fully finished as far as having the baseboard, they're painted, dedicated outlet, and we are tankless water heaters at Summerstone.
Dang, that's nice.
I know, for sure.
Okay, talk to me about the neighborhood and the HOA. Fees, restrictions, things that buyers would want to know.
Sure. So over at Summerstone, HOA is paid quarterly, and it's $220 a quarter. That covers your common area landscaping. It covers the park maintenance and the dog park maintenance. And as far as restrictions, they're your typical CCNRs. Most of my communities do not want long-term parking on the streets. So they don't want people just parking on the streets. For one thing, it's a safety hazard, and no RVs, no boat, your recreational vehicles, they don't want parking there on the streets for long terms as well.
That's pretty common from what I've seen in other HOA communities as well. Do you happen to know any restrictions on what the buyers can do to the landscape, trees, bushes?
For the backyards?
Or front yards?
Front yards, I'm not sure how restricted it is. In the backyard, there is a architectural guideline of restricted plants. Basically, they don't want buyers to install a eucalyptus because they make a mess. Cypress trees, because they're so tall and they can block everybody's view. So there's just some, again, that boilerplate standard of what not to install. And then the rest, I think, is pretty, you can do what you want to, as long as you get the HOA to approve it.
Last question for now would be the warranties and the builder process.
Yeah.
There are some times where some builders may have hired a not so good subcontractor in a different part of the world or the nation, and therefore a good reputation transfers or a bad reputation transfers. So can you talk about Meritage reputation in Tucson, and then we'll go over into the warranties?
Sure. Our warranty is the first year is bumper to bumper, minus any damages the homeowner does themselves. The first 2 years, all the mechanicals are covered. So your plumbing, your electrical, and your HVAC systems. You have a 3-year termite. The termite starts at pre-slab right before the foundation is poured. And then you have a 2-year roof, and you have a 10-year structural. What's really cool about Meritage Homes is our customer service, our warranty reps. They will meet with you at your buyer orientation meeting, which is at about a week before you get your keys, or the day that you get your keys. They're going to introduce themselves to you, so you have that friendly face and their information. And then they're also going to reach out to you and schedule with you, the buyer, a welcome home meeting. That welcome home meeting is usually scheduled about 30 to 35 days after the buyer has been in their Meritage home. And that customer care rep is going to come in and meet with them, see how's their house coming. And also they're going to make sure that they've registered all their appliances, because that is with Whirlpool. All our appliances are Whirlpool. So your fridge, your range, your dishwasher, your microwave, washer and dryer. They're going to make sure that you've registered those appliances. They're going to make sure you've registered your HVAC system. And then they're going to, if you have any items of concern at that time, they're going to make sure they input it into the warranty portal and schedule those proper trades to attend to those items. Nice. So it's a great service that we offer. You've got them for that time frame. The warranty portal is so easy to input your items. And I kind of hold buyer's hand, so does a warranty rep, saying, here's that link to submit any items of concern in your warranty portal. You can do it on your phone or your laptop, whatever is easier. And then we have a customer care rep at our main office watching those come through, make sure they get scheduled out to the proper trades.
Oh, you know what? That reminds me that I didn't ask about inspections. What does the inspection period look like? And anything related to new builds and inspections.
Thank you for asking. So it is a bit different from resale. With our inspections, the home inspections, third party, we welcome that. Because we are that 30 to 60 day closing, we recommend that the buyer schedule a home inspection with a home inspector, even that following week after they've signed the contract. The sooner the better. As long as you get the buyer gets okay from the sales rep or construction manager, yes, it's good to go ahead and schedule it for next week. The sooner the better. That way that report is into my construction team, construction manager. They can review those items and have plenty of time to address them and get them taken care of prior to the recording or the closing for the buyers.
Okay. But yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah, no need to wait. I know in resale, it's that 10-day inspection period. We don't even pay any attention to that. It's go time. Let's get that inspection scheduled. And we welcome that.
Yes, you do. And again, I can attest to that. We're in the inspection period right now. We started today.
Yeah.
Okay. And then going back to the warranty, after a buyer closes on the property, if something were to come up, would they just go on the portal there and then schedule the work order essentially? And
sure. Yeah.
How long would it take for them to get something fixed?
So let's say it's a cabinet door, for instance, it's got a major scratch in it that was not caught. They just go in there into the portal and submit it. Now, because it's a trade that our cabinet company would need to do, if that cabinet door is in stock, it should be within a couple of weeks, I'd say max. If the cabinet door is on back order, and maybe that's why it was scratched, I'm just giving an example, it could be 4 weeks. If it's an electrical, let's talk about electrical problem that's, say, a breaker just keeps flipping. The buyer should go in there into the portal and submit that item of concern. That should be pretty quick. As long as the electrician is in the area, they could come out probably in the next 24, 48 hours to get that addressed.
Okay,
yeah.
Nice. That definitely answered it. Oh, actually, you know what? One thing that I wanted to cover for the orientation, a lot of my buyers, again, being military and not yet even in Tucson, what would it look like if the buyers were still out of state or out of country and they closed the home before they even moved to Tucson? Would they be able to meet with someone after they close when they move into town?
I'm sure they could meet with a construction manager after they closed. What we do have is the buyer orientation. And that is, I mentioned, a week prior to getting the closing or getting their keys. If they can't attend because they are out of country, if they do have an agent, a real estate agent, we recommend that the agent attend that orientation. At least there's another set of eyes and ears during that time. And I'm sure my construction manager could meet with the buyers afterwards after they get their keys. We can make an appointment, or even my customer care rep that does that welcome home meeting. Yeah, you've got 2 people that could set up some type of meeting for that, for sure.
Yep. Yeah. And my team always goes out for the orientation, especially whether or not the buyers are there, my teammates go out to record too, because sometimes the buyers want to be in it and, talk to the construction manager and walk through. And my teammates will record it because it's a lot. It's the warranties, it's the sprinkler system, it's this, it's that. And 10 years, the bumper to bumper. And they're like, whoa, they're just excited. Emotions are up. So then we send over the video just so they can say, save this reminder in 1 year, get the inspections and whatnot.
And that orientation, I think, is really for Meritage how our process is. And I do explain it to the buyers. It is a true home orientation that we schedule a meeting specifically for the buyers, whoever's on the contract, and our construction manager. And at that time, our construction manager is going to walk through the house and show them how to maintain and operate their home. A lot of them are first-time home buyers. And they're going to show them where the gas shutoff is for emergency purposes, or their water shutoff. It's their time to ask questions for the manager about their HVAC system or air filters. We don't do a blue tape. A lot of people are all about this blue tape, putting it up in their home. Our homes have already gone through that, what I call quality control by our area managers. And there is no need to blue tape. Our goal is to have a clean and completed home at that buyer orientation for the buyers. Of course, if there's an issue, an item, if they see something, say something. We welcome that. Absolutely. I don't want their home to look like a Smurf blew up in it, is my theory. The blue tape is silly because I am that confident in our homes, and my managers are very proud of their homes where we've already done that ahead of time. To me, that's not fun for a buyer. They're getting a home, right? This is exciting. It's scary. It's so many emotions. Why do we want to go through and then just point out and fill it with blue tape? I think that's silly. Yeah. So we have bypassed that, and it is a true home orientation for our buyers, and we respect that a lot for them. They really deserve that.
I love that. I never even thought about that.
Yeah. I try and let everybody know this is not a time to blue tape. It's not a blue tape fest. This is really, they're going to learn a lot.
That's so funny. Cool. Well, with that, is there anything else that I haven't asked that's come up recently for you?
Not that I can think of, but I do want to point out what sets us apart from other home builders is our spray foam insulation, and our energy efficiency features are amazing. I live in a Meritage home myself. I love our spray foam. Spray foam goes in all the exterior walls of the homes and in the attic, meaning your buyer's HVAC system's going to run less. Our HVAC system is a Carrier brand 2-stage system, so it's running that much more efficient. With our spray foam, they're going to have less dust, they're going to have less pests, and they're going to have less allergies. What I love most about my Meritage home is how quiet it is on the inside. I'm an Arizona native. I won't live in a home without foam again. It's basically like a high-tech cooler, like a Yeti, with that spray foam. It's amazing. Yeah.
God, about the spray foam. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally right. No other builder that I know has that.
Not that I know of. Yeah. Advanced thermostats are included in all our homes. Video doorbell, smart door locks. So again, we're loading them up so they're moving ready for your buyers.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Crystal, so much. Audience, we're going to be doing this every single month for the latest and greatest, the expansion, the interest rates, the incentives, because they're going to change. So we're going to try to keep you guys updated. But of course, if you don't watch us the day that comes out, it's already too late. So just reach out to either one of us and we'll help you get the process started.